I gave AI control over my life for 30 days, my schedule, my food, my work, my decisions. And on day 17, it made a choice I almost regretted. Okay, true story. For the next 30 days, I stopped deciding things for myself. No, what should I work on? No, what should I eat? Not even, what time should I sleep? I asked AI every time, and I followed the answer, even when I didn't like it. I thought this would make me more productive. I did not expect it to mess with my habits, my focus, and weirdly, my confidence. But the real twist happened near the end, and it changed how I'll use AI forever. So here were the rules I set for myself. Rule 1. If I felt stuck, bored, or unsure about what to do next, I had to ask an AI. Rule 2. I had to follow the answer as long as it was reasonable and safe. No jumping off a cliff, obviously. And rule 3. This was the hardest one. No overthinking. The first suggestion wins. Sounds simple, right? It wasn't, because most of your day isn't made of big life-altering decisions. It's made of tiny ones. And those tiny decisions drain your brain more than the big ones. What should I wear today? What am I going to eat for lunch? Which of these 50 tasks should I start first? When should I take a break? Each one is a little drop of mental energy. So for this experiment, AI became my external brain, handling all those little things. And day 1 started immediately. Week 1 felt like I had discovered a cheat code for life. I woke up feeling a little groggy and asked the AI, what's the ideal morning routine for my goals? It immediately gave me a simple list. Wake up, drink a glass of water, do a 10-minute stretch, then 20 minutes of deep work on my most important project. And the big one, no phone for the first 30 minutes of the day. Now, this sounds pretty basic. It's advice you've probably heard before, but the magic wasn't in the advice itself. It was in my reaction to it. I didn't debate it. There was no internal fight. No, oh, maybe I'll just check my emails for a second. No, I'll stretch later. I just did it. I executed the plan. And the result was I got more done before 9 a.m. than I usually did by noon. Then came the meals. I was tired of standing in front of the fridge, paralyzed by choice. So I asked the AI to plan simple, high-energy meals using ingredients I already buy. No fancy, complicated recipes. Just simple instructions. The decision fatigue around food just vanished. Then, my work blocks. Instead of staring at my to-do list and feeling overwhelmed, I'd ask, given my goals for the week, what specific task should I work on for the next 90 minutes? And boom, a clear, specific answer. No ambiguity. By day 5, something strange happened. I felt lighter, not necessarily happier, not even more motivated, just less mentally cluttered. All the little decisions that used to buzz around in my head were gone. It felt like my mind was finally quiet, but that feeling didn't last. Week 2 is where things started to get uncomfortable, because AI doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't care if you're feeling lazy or uninspired. It only cares about the data and the goals you gave it. One afternoon, I was feeling particularly drained. I asked it, what should I do right now to move my goals forward? Its response was blunt. It said, finish the task you've been avoiding for the past 3 days. Rude, but completely accurate. See, the AI was spotting patterns in my behavior that I was conveniently ignoring. It noticed I kept researching the topic instead of actually writing and publishing the article. It noticed I was spending hours planning a project instead of just starting it. I was optimizing small details instead of finishing the big picture. And every single time I tried to wiggle out of the hard work, the AI would push me right back toward it. It became impossible to lie to myself anymore. And that is when I realized something profound. The AI wasn't just giving me instructions. It was systematically removing all of my excuses. And that felt personal. It was like having a coach who knew all my tricks and wasn't falling for any of them. Week 3 is where things got really weird. The AI started predicting my behavior with unnerving accuracy. I'd start typing a prompt like, I feel kinda, and before I could finish, it would suggest a response like, you probably mentally tired from your last deep work session. Take a 15-minute walk without your phone, then come back and do a low-effort administrative task. And it was right, almost every single time. It knew my patterns better than I did. I also started asking it to review how I spent my time each day. It analyzed my logs and pointed out things I kinda knew, but never really acted on. It showed me that I consistently did my hardest, most creative tasks earlier in the day when I didn't check my messages first. It showed I worked for longer, more focused periods when I used a timer. And it showed that my focus completely cratered after I ate a big, heavy lunch. This was stuff I was vaguely aware of, but I never did anything about it. The AI turned that vague self-awareness into specific, actionable instructions. And here's the wild part. My discipline improved dramatically. I was getting more done than ever. But my own decision-making muscles started to get weaker. I found myself asking the AI for help with tiny, insignificant choices. Things like, what should I watch on Netflix tonight? Or what should I eat for a snack? Or when should I reply to this non-urgent message? That's when the experiment almost backfired completely. Day 17. I remember it clearly. I was tired. I felt overworked and mentally fried. I've been pushing hard all week. I sat down at my desk that evening, looked at my remaining work, and felt a wave of exhaustion. So I asked the AI, should I push through and finish this work tonight, or should I rest? It responded instantly, rest. Your data shows a significant drop in productivity after 8 p.m. when you are fatigued. You will be more productive tomorrow if you recover now. It was the logical answer. But my brain screamed with guilt. My old habit was to just grind through, even if the work was bad. Normally, I would have ignored that advice and forced myself to keep going. But I had promised to follow the AI. So with great reluctance, I stopped working. I took a walk. I ate a proper dinner. I went to bed early. The next morning, I woke up refreshed and finished in 2 hours what would have easily taken me 6 miserable hours the night before. And the quality was better. That's when it hit me. The AI wasn't just pushing me to do more work. It was pushing me to do the right thing at the right time. But it also made me ask a scary question. If the AI makes better decisions than me when I'm tired, stressed, or feeling guilty, how many other bad decisions have I been making in my life just because of my emotional state? In the final week, I changed the way I used the AI. My entire approach shifted. Instead of asking it a blank question like, what should I do? I started framing it differently. I would say, here's what I think I should do. Do you see any flaws in this plan or have suggestions to improve it? Now, the AI wasn't the main brain. It became a second brain, a consultant. That shift changed everything. I started to notice a pattern. When I was calm, focused, and already knew the right answer, I didn't even need the AI. But when I was emotional, distracted, or overwhelmed, that's when it helped the most. The AI is calm when you're not. It's rational when you're stressed. It's consistent when you're tired, but it has no intuition. It has no gut feeling. It has no understanding of what feels meaningful or fulfilling. That part is still uniquely human. So what actually changed after 30 days of this? Yes, I got more done. That's the obvious part. But the more important changes were deeper. I wasted far less time just deciding what to do. I procrastinated less because my tasks were clearly defined. I recovered faster from bad days because the AI would guide me toward rest instead of burnout. And I became way more aware of my own patterns of avoidance and fatigue. But here's the biggest surprise. I didn't become dependent on an I actually became more aware of when I needed to ask for help. Most of our bad decisions happen when we're in a compromised state, tired, hungry, overwhelmed, emotional, or distracted. That's when an I shines, not as a controller of your life, but as a decision stabilizer. Letting an AI run my life for 30 days didn't teach me to trust machines more. It taught me exactly when not to trust myself. That's the uncomfortable but powerful truth. You don't need an eye to replace your brain. You need it to support your brain on its worst days. Because willpower is unreliable. Your mood is unreliable. Motivation comes and goes. Systems are reliable. And AI, if you use it correctly, is one of the most powerful systems we've ever had. But there's one rule I now follow every single day that keeps the AI helpful without letting it take over my life. And most people who use AI never figure this out. If you want to know that one simple rule, make sure you watch this next video right here. Thanks for watching.